Hey there everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of XCOM Enemy Within. And I'm actually going to be doing something a little different from now on with XCOM. I'm going to be, yeah that's right, going to be doing post-commentary, as you could probably tell by now. So it'll keep the episodes shorter, it makes more sense. So we started off by building off a satellite uplink, which we hooked into our previous satellite uplink. And that means that we will now have 3 satellites available with that one uplink. We also built a mech facility, and we finally have xenobiology done, so we can start grabbing some aliens. And the advantage of that is that with certain aliens, if you grab them, instead of just kill them, if you actually interrogate them, then you can get some pretty neat benefits out of them, some research, some quicker research and stuff like that. And you also get their weapons and whatnot, they don't blow up.
Commander.
Anyways, let's get going. We have our first abduction. So we have 3 locations, South Africa, France, or China. As always, taking a quick look, first of all, at the panic situation all around, just to make sure that, you know, are we good here, should we go there, etc., etc. So as you can see, the world is a little messed up, but it's not terrible. So we are going to France, I believe. I decided to go for the money. I probably should have gone for the scientist instead, but that's alright. So anyway, we have the Valkyrie squad right here. These are my main ladies. I got a little bit of each class there. We don't have any mechs yet, unfortunately, but we'll get there eventually. So anyhow, here we go. Let us begin the assault. Operation Burning Thunder. That sounds like a mighty poop. Anyways, this is the map. This is an interesting map. I haven't done this map before. As far as I can tell, it's this. There's a massive grocery store right at the beginning here, and there's a gas station, and then I believe there's a store on the other side as well, or just a giant building, but I didn't actually get to it. So we'll start off a little bit cautious as always, moving everybody into full cover. And we're actually going to get the sniper, and we're going to have the support help her out. They're going to jump on top of the roof to hopefully provide some decent covering fire. And then we'll just set up our other 2 on Overwatch, because they didn't dash, they still have an opportunity. And that's a wonderful sound. Yep, that's we're gonna meet floaters for the first time. But do let me know what you guys think about this like cuts all the time and all that. I don't know, I don't think I did a great job of it this episode, but I feel like I got all the important parts of the missions, so you guys can, you know, can figure out what's going on even without me explaining everything. So basically what we have is we have these 2 ladies on the roof getting ready, and they heard some things just from past the gas station there. And then we have the 2 on the inside, the assault and the heavy, doing their thing on the inside. The assault, Miss Dominga Hernandez, has managed to find the first milk canister, so she's going to be jumping on that right away. And let's grab her. And there's our first floaters. I don't think we've met floaters yet. Unfortunately, that one floater that moved up did not trigger the Overwatch. I had both those 2 ladies on the roof set up in Overwatch. Oh wait, no I didn't. Never mind. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. They still have their turns, so they were not on Overwatch. For some reason I thought that was the last move of the turn, but it wasn't. So anyway, these are some very important shots right here. This lady didn't do so well. What about this lady? Can she do it? If she can't do it, then this is bad news, because they're going to be stuck on the roof all alone. So we're just going to take a look to see why it's such a low chance to hit, and that's because he's a flying target. Even though he's on even ground with us right now, which, I don't know, I feel like that should be a change there, but she missed, so that's unfortunate. That's going to be bad news up there. We're going to have to hope that things work out good. That's all I can say. We do try for one desperate attempt here to get a rocket in there, see if we can get anybody, but we can't actually hit the one floater that's just slightly ahead. And if we were to move the rocket up, we would actually end up possibly hurting the troop that's up there. I'm also afraid of bringing that wall down. I don't think that like the wall, the ceiling can crumble and the trooper can fall through it, but I did not want to risk anything. So yeah, I know that there's destructible environments, so you do have to be very, very careful. Make sure you don't blow up your own cover and whatnot. Though they do that themselves sometimes. Anyway, we just set up for a little Overwatch there because of this. I had a feeling that he was going to try to pull something. Unfortunately, we didn't kill him. We did manage to get 3 out of the 4 hit points off, but we did not kill him. He did a stupid little flying thing where he's going to fly behind enemy lines. Or behind friendly lines, I guess. And this... yeah. That was probably 100% chance to hit, and I'm guessing something like 80% chance crit at least. So yeah, that was bad news. We gotta get the sniper out of there. She will not survive that. I'm fine with... well, I'm not fine with losing a troop, especially not a support, but I'd rather lose the support than lose the support and the sniper as well. I mean, I could have taken a shot with her, but I think her chances were something like 40%, so I was not going to risk that, especially after missing 2 50% shots. Now the problem is that we have a floater in front and one behind us, so we're kind of stuck in this store. So it's up to Huan Yi Shen, or whatever her name is, to find him out. And there he is. Hi guy, how you doing? 97%, right? We're gonna totally not destroy that wall right behind him and miss him completely. I love XCOM, let's just say that. Yeah, what's the saying? That's XCOM, baby. Yeah, sometimes you'll miss shots like that. And here, I would not have been surprised if she'd missed the 88% shot as well, because, I mean, missing 97% is totally cool. Anyways, we did have this guy fly behind us, but he decided to not take a shot. I was half expecting him to just completely annihilate my heavy. He didn't. He decided to run behind cover, which was not very smart for him. Though, unfortunately, it does mean we have to pull back. We've basically been kept at the beginning of the map, just in and around this store for the past little while. But we have to finish this guy off, there's no doubt about it. He needs to die right now. Thankfully, we have our run and gun, and 98%, here we go. Thankfully it hit. Otherwise, one of these two ladies would have died. But anyhow, let's keep going with the mission. Not much more we can do right now other than keep moving on forward, so that is exactly what we're doing. And just fast forward a few turns. We didn't see anything. We moved up to the gas station there just to get a better look on what's on the other side. I am not a fan of using the gas station itself, or the fuel, the fuel things. What are those things called? The fuel things, yeah. I'm not a fan of using that as cover because they can blow up and they can murder your face. But that's fine. We seem to be okay for now. We have the other 2 floaters that showed up. There might be more aliens on this map. I don't know. Or maybe I do. Well, I do actually know, because this is post-commentary, but there might not be any more aliens. So, as always, you have to keep playing the game as if there are more aliens later on. You don't want to keep pushing forward. You don't want to expose new territory, just in case you expose a new group of enemies. And then you're in big trouble. Bing trouble, yeah, sponsored by Microsoft. Anyways, the best option we have is to toss a grenade over there and get rid of his cover. I was not going to take any of the shots because the shots were not very good. Even this is only a 69%, and it is the magic number, but unfortunately our sniper kind of sucks a big pile of penis. So anyhow, thankfully we did have our heavy set up in Overwatch just for this specific purpose, to miss completely, because that's what they do. But hey, good effort, good jerb, lady, good jerb. He does set up in Overwatch, which is kind of silly of him. I think they probably could have taken a shot at somebody, and knowing them, they also would have hit. But I guess full cover for once actually decided to keep him away from us. So thankfully we do have a rocket that we can just throw right his way. How you like the taste of hot plasma? What? No, hot metal. We don't have plasma weapons yet. What's that that quote from? How do you like the taste of hot plasma? It sounds like a Duke Nukem thing. Anyway, our sniper manages to move up and get the kill. The key part there is the sniper. I want to get her as many kills as possible because I want to get her to corporal as soon as possible, so she can get either squad sight or snapshot. I generally play with squad sight, but I've heard that snapshot is actually much better this go around. In Enemy Within, they up the aim, or they reduce the aim penalty, I suppose. It used to be -20 aim on a snapshot, now you have -10 aim. So with some decent power-ups and like even a scope would just negate that altogether. Anyhow, we have our heavy here, Miss Huan Yue Shen. I think I totally butchered that name. So she did get herself upgraded to Corporal. I think this is one of our first Corporals. And we have holo-targeting or Bullet Swarm. Bullet Swarm, basically, you can shoot 2 times in a turn, while holo-targeting confers a +10 aim to any target that she shoots at. I prefer holo-targeting just because I find that my guys miss far too much. Though I will set up a second heavy with Bullet Swarm. So yeah, as you can see, we have some panic problems. As it is right now, South Africa and India are both gonna go bye-bye at the end of the month. I will save them. I have satellites on the way. Got 3 satellites on the way. So I will save both of those. I don't know what I'll spend the 3rd satellite on, but we'll find out. Anyhow, we have a UFO, and the problem with this UFO is that it is a medium UFO. Yeah, good old classic. They start you off with some badass UFOs right off the bat, which yeah, kind of sucks. This is only the 2nd UFO we've seen, and they've already gone from small to medium. It's possible to take it down with just the missiles, but as you can see, that was really damn close. I almost lost the interceptor. I'm guessing I probably had maybe 1 or 2 hits left with the missiles. Yeah, it wasn't gonna happen. You basically have to not miss at all with your missiles. You have to hit the medium ones. The heavies, there's no way you can take them down with just missiles. Just absolutely no way, unless you use power-ups, and even then you're gonna suffer quite a bit. But finally, we can start working on some mechs. Just listen to Shen here. Alright, so what he's talking about there is this right here. So depending on the class that they had before, they get a different bonus when they get upgraded. So I think that was a heavy. They get a 33% damage reduction. Snipers basically have what snipers can do. They get some extra aim. I should be keeping closer track of what these are, but I am kind of not. Anyhow, this is the most important one right here, the one that I find super useful, and that's the support. The fact that she can get plus defense, and she can give that to all her pals nearby that are in cover, basically means that she is a walking smoke grenade. So yeah, that's going to be the first person to get augmented, first person to get her arms and legs chopped off. Augment that woman. There we go. And I will actually get a 2nd soldier going as well, because might as well. I mean, I have 3 assaults just kind of hanging out there. I'm not going to need 3. So we'll set up one of the other assaults as a mech as well. Looking back on it, I should have set up one of the guys as a mech, because I kind of want to keep the ladies all purred. But anyhow, we have 2 mechs on the way. Thankfully, they should hopefully be ready before the next round. And we did get some research done, which we actually got some very interesting items here. The Reaper rounds, that's a new item, which basically just confers a higher crit chance to your weapons. I was really hoping it'd be higher aim, but no, it's just higher crit. The Foundry, you can just buy a few random upgrades that help out. Phoenix Cannon will be for your ships, your interceptors. It's basically like a shotgun, I guess. And the Flashbang is a pretty neat grenade, actually, that they introduced an enemy within. And it allows you to break suppression and overwatch, so it's going to be very, very useful.
Commander,
eventually.
A transmission from the council. Coming on screen.
All right, council mission time. So this is the mission Portent. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Portent. Whatever. It's the first mission in the Operation Progeny series of missions, and the DLC that came with Enemy Within. So I haven't done this mission before. I believe you have to rescue some guy and then interrogate him. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just checking out the Reaper rounds here real quick because I was curious to see what they did. And yeah, it's just 20% crit chance only against organic targets. I feel like that was a waste of money. I think it was like $20 to make one of those. So yeah, I don't know. It feels like a waste of money to me, and I don't even know how it gets used, actually. I assume you just put it in their inventory and then they're able to just shoot with that ammo. You don't have to select it when you're shooting or anything, but I don't know. We'll find out. But anyhow, that'll be it for today. So if you enjoyed, let me know. I'll catch you next time.